Hey readers, I'm at home thinking about you. I got to leave school a bit early today after conferences. I loved talking with some of your parents and sharing all the wonderful news about you. So this week you will be selecting a book for Fall Book Club. And we'll talk about more about what that entails later on. But the first thing you need to do is think about, what books do I want to read? We're still in our coming of age unit and you will be embarking on your own novel writing journey, but we still want to build our reading stamina and work on our reading skills along the way. So we will be doing that through book clubs this fall. The first selection that I would like to book talk for you, I didn't bring a hard copy home. I already had like 6,000 pounds of books that I was bringing home. So this one is Winger by Andrew Smith. And you can see the cover already is quite intriguing. I'm wondering how he got that bloody nose. This book is for readers who like a good troublemaker. You like a good troublemaker story, and this is also for readers who like books that are a little bit edgy. So kind of like Sherman Alexie, he brings up kind of those tough topics. This is for readers who don't mind some swearing in their books. This book actually has a lot of swearing in it. So you have to definitely be a mature reader to handle this book. This is for readers who like some illustration breaks in their reading. Just like Sherman Alexie's book where Junior was a cartoonist, the protagonist in Winger is also a cartoonist. And the book includes a bunch of infographics that he hand draws himself. This book is also for readers who don't mind some gut-wrenching heartache. It sounds just like Sherman Alexie, right? So if like Mrs. Ash, if a story doesn't make me cry actual tears and laugh out loud, I cannot give it 5 stars. I just like to feel those strong emotions, and I'm impressed when a writer with just some black marks on a page can evoke that emotion from readers. It's amazing to me. And this book definitely does that. There's some tough topics that he deals with in this story as well. So definitely for mature readers. If we take a look at what Amazon has to say about this book, our main character is Dean West. He's a 14-year-old junior at a boarding school for really wealthy kids. He's living in a dorm called Opportunity Hall, and his roommate in this dorm is the biggest bully on the rugby team. So the protagonist is also a really good rugby player, and he is madly in love with his best friend Annie. And Annie is an older woman, she's a teenager too, but older than 14. And she kind of sees him as a little kid. Definitely she doesn't see him as boyfriend material. But with the help of his sense of humor, his rugby buddies, and his penchant for doodling comics, Ryan Dean manages to survive life's complications and even find some happiness along the way. But here comes the heartache. When the unthinkable happens, he has to figure out how to hold on to what's important, even when it feels like his whole life is falling apart. There's definitely some deep themes in here. So it's filled with hand-drawn infographics and illustrations, and it's told in pitch-perfect voice. So this realistic depiction of a teen's experience strikes an exceptional balance of hilarious and heartbreaking. Sounds a lot like Sherman Alexie's book, right? It was hilarious at points, but it was also really heartbreaking at points. So this is definitely for mature readers. This book is quite a bit longer than Sherman Alexie's book. So it looks really dense and like a really thick book, but remember there's also a lot of illustrations in here as well. Again though, it's longer than Sherman's book. So if you are the type of reader that's trying to build up your reading stamina, you might want to think about this book as well. So I'll be back to book talk some other books for you, but if this one sounds intriguing to you, you might want to put it on your list.